If this is the average enemy scale, holy moly. Hi there, I'm Bystander Tim, and I'm so excited for Borderlands 4, but I never actually got the opportunity to watch the new gameplay reveal that just happened in a recent state of play. And I thought, what a better way to start long-form content on the channel than to react to the newest game in one of my favorite game series. Borderlands is the reason I'm into speedrunning, and it may be the reason that I'm making content here today. So we're gonna start off with the official gameplay trailer that started the most recent state of play.
What use is a vault hunter? What use is a killer? Of brutes. A rule-breaking, loot-taking, running, and gunning.
Okay, so like, first off, what a good glow up from the Game Awards gameplay reveal. Holy moly. Because even as someone who's had their mixed feelings about Borderlands 3, it was so hard not to be like, oh, when it came to that original trailer, just because there was no personality that they could show just revealing the planets. So wow, what a much better impression.
Disaster. You are, in a word, mayhem. I take that personally.
Okay, a lot just happened. Let's go back to the initial gameplay here. So I guess we're what seems to be, I think this is, this guy. So I think this is maybe his action skill. There's the axe guy. There's a lot going on here. Holy moly. Oh, interesting. More of an actual minigun, which is pretty foreign to Borderlands. Also, if this is average gameplay with this many enemies, obviously stuff could be made for trailers, but like, if this is the average enemy scale, holy moly. What is this? Okay. He had the minigun here. Yeah, just the glow up on the actual locations here is actually blowing me away because all of these places seem so much more vibrant than Borderlands 3. Borderlands 3 almost kind of became somewhat washed out as the game went on. Meanwhile, all of these areas are just popping with so much more color. It's really interesting. There's this second Siren Beast. Shoutouts to the Psycho Spider. I accidentally hit mute. Okay, you have the new vehicles now. You get Nick here.
A citywide curfew has been enacted. Violators will be shot on sight.
Are these like...
Curfew has been enacted.
I know we're doing a new planet, but I wonder if that's more of... Yeah, there's just so much going on. Interesting. I know there's a they showed off a grappling hook before, but being able to actually grab things like barrels and pull them towards you and use them, that's a good addition. What the heck is that? Yeah, just if they, I understand the game might not have been ready, but honestly, this trailer right here did so much more for me than that initial trailer did. And like, this is what I think of, like, This was the same reason why Borderlands 3 caught my attention initially. Because the initial Borderlands 3 trailer punched so hard above its weight, and then, like, the cracks sort of fell when the game actually got here. But this is so much more character. And of course, coming September 12th, in true Borderlands fashion, it is right around my birthday. So I will always... we're gonna ignore the AI ad. Yeah, let's take a look back at that. Yeah, so let's start over. So
What use is a
this guy right here is the timekeeper, yeah? Let's put this in 4K.
what use is a killer?
Yeah, like I said, just it is so much more frenetic, which was like something that was so... It was so absent from those first trailers. It was just that, like, if Borderlands is going to be the chaos game about guns, show some chaos. That all of it was quite literally just like, oh, like Borderlands is so wacky. But this is just so much heavier on the action. I wonder if instead of the siren that they're giving this lady right here more of the phase lock style skill, because this character gets this bubble, which is obviously technological since she's pressing a button, so much more often.
In a word, mayhem. I take that personally.
Also, I hate that, I wonder who this guy is, because they show him with the helmet more often than not, and the helmet is so much more boring compared to actually, like, seeing his face. Yeah, I wonder... One thing they're obviously been showing, and they showed it at the original trailers too, is that there's so much more, like, enemy variety with how they're designed. It doesn't seem like there's going to be, like, traditional, like, psychos and like, bad psychos as well. That they're going into, like, giant chicken dinosaurs with miniguns on their back. Which, like, the jury's obviously still out on seeing them play, but it's so interesting. Okay, it seems like the axe guy... Yeah, okay, it seems like the axe guy has this as his action skill, but there's also a scene of him, like, throwing the axes as well. Yeah, I'm interested to see more. Also, that guy dropped a bunch of stuff. Yeah, so you see a part right here. Ignore where I'm highlighting. We're looking at the red part and nothing else. But yeah, there's reds, there's yellows, there's blues. There is, like, this word on the street that there are more pickups in this game. But it'll be interesting to see how all these different systems, because we're almost in, like, Doom Eternal territory with how many things are being put in here. There's the axe guy with another weapon. I wonder if this is a different action skill, because everything they've shown so far is, like, the axes as well. So, we'll see. I do think we're actually going to go ahead and look at that full-on gameplay reveal now. So, I'll see you in a minute. All right, so, funny story. I went ahead and made mention, like, I was going to cut to watching the entire gameplay deep dive. And then my phone got mad at me for recording without space, and I lost all of the camera footage for that. And personally, don't want to do that again. But if you want to see me go over that entire deep dive, you're gonna need to subscribe because I had a ton to say about it and we were 29 minutes in before I realized that there was an issue. So I have plenty more to say on Borderlands 4, and if you want to see it, be sure to show your support by either liking, following, commenting, hitting that bell for more notifications, and I'll see you in the next video.